The story of Samson, a man of strength and destiny. During a time when the Israelites were oppressed by the Philistines for 40 years, there lived a man named Manoah in the town of Zorah. Manoah's wife was barren, but one day an angel of the Lord appeared to her and said, "You will give birth to a son. He is to be a Nazarite, dedicated to God. No razor should ever touch his head, for he will begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines." When the child was born, they named him Samson. As he grew, the Spirit of the Lord blessed him with incredible strength. However, his heart often led him astray. One day, Samson saw a Philistine woman in Timnah and insisted on marrying her, despite his parents' objections. On his way to Timnah, a lion attacked him, but the Spirit of the Lord came upon Samson, and he tore the lion apart with his bare hands. Later, he found honey in the carcass and shared it with his parents without revealing its source. At his wedding feast, Samson challenged 30 Philistine men with a riddle based on his lion encounter. Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet. When they couldn't solve it, they coerced Samson's wife into getting the answer from him. She betrayed him, and Samson, filled with rage, killed 30 men to settle the bet. This began a cycle of conflict between Samson and the Philistines. In one of his most famous acts, Samson caught 300 foxes, tied their tails together with torches, and set them loose in the Philistines' fields, burning their crops. However, Samson's downfall came through his love for Delilah, a Philistine woman. The Philistine leaders bribed her to discover the secret of his strength. After much persuasion, Samson revealed that his power came from his uncut hair. While he slept, Delilah had his hair cut off, and Samson's strength left him. The Philistines captured him, gouged out his eyes, and imprisoned him. While in prison, Samson's hair began to grow back. The Philistines brought him to their temple during a great celebration, intending to mock him. Samson prayed to God for one last burst of strength. Placing his hands on the temple's pillars, he pushed with all his might, bringing the building down on himself and thousands of Philistines. In his final act, Samson killed more Philistines in his death than in his life, fulfilling his purpose of delivering Israel. A wise lesson. Samson's life teaches us the importance of faith and the dangers of temptation. Despite his flaws, God used him to accomplish great things. Samson's story reminds us that true strength comes not from physical power alone, but from following God's purpose for our lives.